Okay, welcome to edsguitarlessons.com. I want to show you how you can use the Mustang III 4-button foot switch on the new Mustang GT 40, 100, and 200 series. Of course, with the 200, you automatically get the foot switch. It comes with it. But if you bought the 40 or the 100 and you owned the Mustang III foot switch, which a lot of people bought the 4-button foot switch with the Mustangs 2 and 3, and they for the Mustang 3 and 5 they bought the extra 2-button switch, so you ended up with 6 buttons. But anyway, this whole video is just basically to show you that you can use the Mustang III to operate the new Mustang GT 40 and 100. If you go on the Fender website, you can find the manual that goes with the amplifier or the foot pedal. It's in the main amp. If you go to the amps in the Fender website, find the 100 GT, and you'll scroll down to page 36, I think it is. Then you can get a printout of the actual names of each of the buttons on the new foot switch. So since I had the 4-button switch, I thought for the Mustang 3, I thought, I wonder if it'll work. It's 4 buttons. It does work. I don't know if it's this exact same functionality. The only difference is the labeling. The labeling is different here, where it says these items here. This is what would actually be what's in the GT, and this is how you got to view your foot switch, is that the left switch affects presets, effects, and looper. The next button, the second button, is FX and recording, and the next one is FX2 and play and stop, and the next one's FX3 and undo. So depending on what light is lit up over here, it corresponds all the way across to that row of effects. Okay, so the top one affects all the top things that are written here, and then the second thing, and then the bottom one affects all the bottom ones. So you can get this printed out. I'll demonstrate it here how it works. But see, they're different on the Mustang III. So those are labeled differently, but they seem to work the same as if it was just like that diagram that I just showed. So basically we have 4 buttons and the big LED in the middle. You hit it at the top, and that affects the presets that you have in the amp dialed up there. So right now this is on 1. It shows 001 in the LED. When I hit the next button, this one's out of play. The left one's out of place. We got basically 3 buttons. So that's for one preset. The next preset, of course, is number 2. Whatever you saved in number 2. And that shows up, and it changes there as well. And then you do it again, it goes to number 3, whatever you have saved in those slots. Okay, and so that's when the light is lit up here and here. For whatever reason, these seem to be the same. I don't see any difference yet. Okay, so you can see it goes back to 2, it goes back to 1. When we hit this button again, it's going to go down to this green light. This changes to effects. And right now it shows me that there's 2 different effects on, okay? So to control, say, a reverb or a flanger, whatever effects you got in a particular patch, you can turn them on and off, okay? Whatever it is, it's very subtle. But even on the amp, you can see it was a spring reverb, and right there it says it was bypassed. See what else is bypassed there. Had a graphic equalizer. You can see them. They're lit up in blue. I hope you can see it on the screen. Sometimes it's hard to see those LEDs with light backlighting. It looks kind of crappy. So anyway, but just trust me. So now I'll hit the buttons again. Those little blue lights that are lit up, that's saying bypass. Now it says they're back on again. So that's when you're in the middle mode. Okay, and then when you go to the left button again, you hit it. It goes into mode 3. And that does happen to be, no, it isn't correct. I was going to say it's almost correct to this old Mustang III, but it's not. But so when we're in the looper mode, which is this 3rd mode, This is play. Here we go. So the looper section is kind of interesting section. You have to be at this bottom light down here. You can't be there. Can't be there. You got to be there. You use this to record. You use it to overdub. Okay. Use this one to start and stop. Okay. And so, and it looks like you can use this start and stop button, or whether it's in start or stop in a particular loop, as long as you just tap this button, it'll overdub a recording, okay? But if you hold it, if you want to erase a recording, you stop it and then hold this button down, number 2, and it will record. So let's demo that. I think that's the most basic information you can use. So let's do a recording. Okay, I'm going to overdub, so I'm going to hit this. I'll add another layer by overdubbing. Use the third button to stop it, okay? I can add an overdub right now by just hitting record, I'm sure. Let me see. No. So you have to be in play mode to overdub. So it has to be playing, which so you would, so to erase that, all I do is basically hold the record button down and it'll start a brand new recording. So here we go. So it records that. So I'm going to overdub. I could overdub again if I wanted to. So while that's going, I can play my guitar without recording. Okay, I didn't record that, I'm just playing. So then if I want to start a brand new loop, I hit stop and then I hold this button down and I can start a brand new loop. And then overdub. Hit stop. And I'm done. If I want to just, I think I can, so that's it. I'm not going to go any further. So basically stop. If you tap it and if you hold it, it does 2 different things. And you have to be in stop mode to start a brand new recording by hitting record again. You can overdub when you're in play mode just by tapping this button. Then you hit stop. I can start a new recording just by holding the record button down. So that's basically how it works. Hope this you enjoyed it. Sorry I drug this thing out a little further than what I wanted to, but anyway, that's how you can use the Mustang III pedal with the new Mustang GT 40 or 100. Thanks for watching edsguitarlessons.com. God bless.